So let's fast forward to the point where I've hired someone, I've onboarded them, they're aware of the culture I have and the mission of the business, and they've gotten to know me a little bit. What sort of things should I be thinking about when I want to start taking chunks of workload and assigning it to them? What should I be thinking about?
Okay, so again, it depends on the level we're talking about. Let's say it's somebody who's in a higher up role who has expertise, right? Then you still want to be able to hand over processes to them, unless it's a blank canvas. I mean, we're sort of thinking, sometimes a whole department is just a blank canvas with a couple of people thrown together. And that's okay, but you've got to give them the mandate then. If it's a blank canvas, you need to allow that person, you need to give them a mandate for what your goal and vision and everything is for this department and what you'd like to see them achieve, so that then they can go and build processes and systems and get the team structure right. If you already have processes and systems, then you need to hand that over to them with the mandate of saying, let's start to do this stuff, have a look under the hood, and then I need report back to me on what your thoughts are and what we should change here. Now that's a higher up role. Hiring a VA, totally different, right? VA, people get confused with virtual assistants. They think that they're coming in and they're going, like people say, I just want them to look over my process and kind of tell me things that might be wrong. I'm like, well, that's actually a strategist. Okay, that's not
some kind of consultant. Yeah.
That's a totally different thing, right? And we actually do have VAs at the Virtual Hub who surprisingly have ended up being able to do that to a certain extent. But if I was out selling that, I mean, we would just get killed in the market because you can't deliver that. So with a virtual assistant or someone who's in an assistant type role or an execution role, you already need to have a machine, or you need to have processes built, and then a clear training plan and an onboarding plan, and then let them at it. But also give them the mandate that we're now going to have huddles. That could be with you or with a leadership team or whatever, where we're going to discuss your feedback of this process in time. Give them a chance to do it for a while first. And they might come back and go, look, this process is clearly 2 years old. I think this step we could probably change for this, or I was thinking this is an idea. You might get a bit of that, but don't expect too much either, because they're execution people that are coming in to execute the processes that you've built. And I think that's the bit I see people making the mistake on. Who's building the process and who's executing? They're two different things.